ॐ शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आयुरारोग्यसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपमहादेव्यै नमो नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि घण्टानादम् आगमार्थं तु देवानां गमनार्थं सुरक्षसां पूर्वे दन्तारवन्तत्तद्देराह्वानलाञ्छनं घण्टास्थिताय गरुडाय नमः। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे सुवर्णपक्षाय धीमहि तन्नो गरुडप्रचोदयात्। गरुडवाहनाय नमः। ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। प्राणानायम्य ॐ भूः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यं ॐ तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरों तरेव लग्नं सृणं तरेव ताराबलं चन्द्रबलं तरेव विद्याबलं देवबलं तरेव लक्ष्मीपते गौरीपते ते अङ्गिरिकं सरामि। शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते आद्यब्रह्मणः द्वितीयपरार्धे श्वेतवराह कल्पे सप्तमे वैव सत्मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथम चरणे भूलोकान्तर्गत उत्तरमरिकाखण्डे क्यानडा देशे एजाक्स नगरे संकटमोचन श्री हनुमान मंदिरे शुभे दिन शोभने मुहूर्ते लोका समस्ताः क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्याणां विद्यर्थं समस्त मंगलावाप्त्यर्थं समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं चिन्तित मनोरथवाप्त्यर्थं सर्वाभीष्टसिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वारिष्टशान्त्यर्थं श्री महालक्ष्मी देवी प्रीत्यर्थं श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण प्रीत्यर्थं ओम श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्रीरामचंद्र प्रीत्यर्थं अद्याहं महागणपति पूजनं वृनित्यादि देवता पूजनं श्री आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवता प्रार्थना श्री महालक्ष्मी बिंब अभिषेक आराधन अहं करिष्ये इति संकल्प्य उपस्पृश्यात्। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ओम श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि मुखे आचमनीयं समर्पयामि शरीरे स्नानं समर्पयामि पंचामृतमहास्नानं समर्पयामि उपरिशुद्धोदकमहास्नानं समर्पयामि। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितैयदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तारिक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। गन्धान् धारयामि गन्धस्योपरि हरिद्रा कुङ्कुमं समर्पयामि उपरि अक्षतान् समर्पयामि। ओम सुमुखाय नमः ओम एकदन्ताय नमः ओम कपिलाय नमः ओम गजकर्णकाय नमः ओम लंबोदराय नमः ओम विकटाय नमः ओम विनायकाय नमः ओम धूम्रकेतवे नमः ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः ओम भालचंद्राय नमः ओम गजाननाय नमः ओम वक्रतुंडाय नमः ओम हेरंभाय नमः ओम स्कंदपूर्वजाय नमः नानाविधपरिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। धूपदीपमहानैवेद्यम्। ओम वनस्पतिर्दोद्भूतो गन्धाध्यो गन्धोत्तमाग्रा सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यतां धूपमाघ्रापयामि आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। स्वार्जं जवर्तिं युक्तं वहिनायोजितं मया दीपं गृहाण देवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमरापः दिव्यमङ्गल दीपं दर्शयामि आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। सर्वरक्षान् धारयामि। ॐ नाभ्यासीरन्तरिक्षं शेषनाध्यासमवर्तदावद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रादरधा लोकागं मगलपयन् प्राणे स्वाहा उपाने स्वाहा व्याने स्वाहा उदाने स्वाहा समाने स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ब्रह्मणिमात्मा महानैवेद्यं समर्पयामि। पूगी ओम एलालवङ्गकर्पूरताम्बूलं निवेदयामि। अथ प्रार्थना मूषिक वाहनमोदकहस्ते चामरकर्णविलम्बितसूत्र वामनरूपमहेश्वरपुत्र विघ्नविनायक पाद नमस्ते। श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। बोलिए श्री गणेश भगवान की जय। ओम धनद्राय विद्महे सर्वसिद्ध्यै च धीमहि तन्नो धरा प्रचोदयात्। कलशस्मुखे विष्णुकण्ठे रुद्रसमाश्रिता मूले तस्सरदो ब्रह्मा मध्ये मातृगणास्पदगुजतु सागरा सर्वे सप्तदीपा वसुन्धरा ऋग्वेदो तैजुर्वेदस्सामवेदो धर्वणा अंगेश सेदा सर्वे कलचन्दो समाश्रिता आयान्तरपूजार्थं त्रिऋक्षैकारकाः गंगे चैमने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी जलेऽस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु। इदं विष्णोर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे परं समूढवस्य भागं सुरे पूर्णादर्विपरापतसुपूर्णा पुनरापतवसेव विकर्णावाहिकमूर्जगो शतकृतो। ओम नमो मकरवाहाय पाशहस्ताय ते नमः। नमः प्रचेतसे तुभ्यं वरुणाय नमो नमः। अस्मिन् कुम्भे सकलतीर्थादिपदं वरुणं ध्यायामि वरुणमावाहयामि। पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि। ओम हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि। मुखे आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। शरीरे स्नानं समर्पयामि। पंचामृत महास्नानं समर्पयामि। उपरिशुद्धोदकमहास्नानं समर्पयामि। ओम यश्छन्दसामृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्यो जमृदात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु। अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविष्णुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रीवरुणमूर्तये नमो नमः। गन्धान् धारयामि। गन्धस्योपरि हरिद्रा कुङ्कुमं समर्पयामि। पर्यक्षतान् समर्पयामि। ओम वरुणाय नमः। ओम प्रचेतसे नमः। ओम स्वरूपिणे नमः। ओम पाम्बते नमः। ओम तीर्थराजाय नमः। ओम हेमभूषणाय नमः। ओम मकरवाहनाय नमः। ओम जलाधिपतये नमः। ओम वाजहस्ताय नमः। ओम ऋग्वेदाय नमः। ओम यजुर्वेदाय नमः। ओम सामवेदाय नमः। ओम अथर्वणवेदाय नमः। नानाविधपरिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम ब्राह्मणोऽसि भगवाते बाहुरा जन्यकृतः उरुदरसयर्वेश्यापद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत धूपमाघ्रापयामि। आशमनीयं समर्पयामि। चन्द्रमामनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखारिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुर्जायत दिव्यमङ्गल दीपं दर्शयामि। आशमनीयं समर्पयामि। नैवेद्यं शर्कराखण्डकाशानि दधिक्षीरघृतानि च आहारं भक्षभोजामिं नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ओम आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। एलालवङ्ग कर्पूर ताम्बूलं निवेदयामि। श्रीवरुणमूर्तये नमो नमः। ओम नमो मकरवाहाय पाशहस्ताय ते नमः। नमः प्रचेतसे तुभ्यं वरुणाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी ध्यानम। पद्मादने पद्म ऊरु पद्माक्षी पद्मसंभवे गृह्णाहि घृतवती सवितराधिपत्यै पयस्वतीरन्तिराजानो अस्तु द्रवादुषां विष्णो पत्न्या घोरा सहसोया बनोता बृहस्पतिर्मातरिश्वो वायुस्सन्धुवानावाता अभिनो गृह्णन्तु विष्टम्बो दिवो धरुण पृथिव्या अस्येषा नाजगतो विष्णुपत्नी श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि रत्नसिंहासनं समर्पयामि। ओम नमः सूर्याय सोमाय मंगलाय बुधाय च गुरु शुक्र शनिभ्यश्च राहवे केतवे नमः। आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः। प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि।
हस्ते पुष्पं गृहीत्वा महालक्ष्मीर्ध्यानम्। ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः। महालक्ष्म्यै नमः। श्रीदेव्यै नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि पुष्पासनं च समर्पयामि। पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि। हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं च समर्पयामि। मुखे आचमनीयं च समर्पयामि। ॐ महादेवी नमो नमः। ताम आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनाथप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपक्वये शर्मादेवी जुषतां कांसोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकाराम् आर्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपक्वये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्थो वृक्षोत बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुरन्तु तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मीः उपैतु मां देवसखकीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्कीर्तिमिद्धिं दधातु मे।
वासे मे कुले आद्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं सवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः। तामआवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गावश्यं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वामृतमध्यां हस्तिनाथप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमपह्वये शर्मा देवी जुषतां कांसोऽस्मृतां हिरण्यप्राकाराम् आर्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां तां वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तु वृक्षोत बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसारुणन्तु मायान्तरायाष्टबाह्या अलक्ष्मीः उपैतु मां देवसखकीर्तिष्टमणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमिद्धिं ददातु मे। चुद्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठामलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतनसमृत्यञ्च सर्वानिर्नुरमे ग्रहात् गन्धद्वारां दरादर्शामित्यपष्टां गरीषिणीम् ईश्वरीगं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं मनसः काममाकोतिं वाच सत्यमशीमहे पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मे श्रीशयतामिषः कर्दमेन प्रजाभूता मयि सम्भव कर्दम श्रियं वासे मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपसृजन्तु सिग्धानि चक्लीतपसमे गृहे न च देवीं मातरगं श्रियं वासे मे कुले आद्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्राय करणीमिष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तामावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनुपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गावश्यं पुरुषानहम् अश्व महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात्
वर्चस्वमायुष्यमारोग्यमाविधात् पौमानं मह्यते धनं धान्यं पशुं बहुपुत्रलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः ॐ जातवेदसे प्रणवाम सोमं मराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः परशरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुं दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीगं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयारव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूषपृथ्वी बहुलानुर्वी भवातोकायतनयाय संयोः विश्वानिनो दुर्गः जातवेदस्सिन्धुन्ननावादुरितादिपरिषे अग्नेयत्रुन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यमिता तनूनां प्रजनाजितगं सहमानमुगणमग्निगं भुवेम परमासधस्तात् स नः परशरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा शामद्देवोऽति दुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषि गमीजो अध्वरेषु सनच्च होता नव्यस्य स्वांशाग्ने तनुवं विप्रयस्वा स्वभ्यं च सौभगमायुजस्वा गोभिर्जिष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं दवेरेन्द्रविष्णु सञ्चरेम नाकष्टपृष्ठमभिसम्बसा नो वैष्णवीं लोकैहमादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् ॐ यच्छन्दसामशुभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोऽभ्योऽधमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारिणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत् समेत श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः महालक्ष्म्यै नमो नमः दिव्यमङ्गलदीपं दर्शयामि दीपानन्तरविरमाचमनीं समर्पयामि सर्वरक्षान् धारयामि हरिः ओम् ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। महादेवी नमो नमः। अथ अर्गला स्तोत्रम्। ओम अस्य श्री अर्गला स्तोत्र मंत्रस्य विष्णुर्ऋषिः अनुष्ठुप् छन्दः श्रीमहालक्ष्मीर्देवता श्रीजगदम्बा प्रीतये सप्तशती पाठाङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः। ॐ नमश्चण्डिकायै। मार्कण्डेय उवाच ॐ जयन्ती मङ्गला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षम शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतार्तिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। मधुकै तव विद्रावि विधात्री वरदे नमः। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि महिषासुरनिर्नाशि भक्तानां सुखदे नमः। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि रक्तबीजवधे देवी चण्डमुण्डविनाशिने। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य च मर्दिनि। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि वन्दिताङ्घ्रियुगे देवी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि अचिन्त्यरूपचरिते सर्वशत्रुविनाशिनी। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि न तेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके दुरितापहे। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्ति ह भक्तितः। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विद्धेहि द्विषतां नाशं विद्धेहि बलमुच्चकैः। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विद्धेहि देवि कल्याणं विद्धेहि परमां श्रियं। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि सुरासुरशिरोरत्न निघृष्टचरणेऽम्बिके। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि प्रचण्डदैत्यदर्पघ्ने चण्डिके प्रणताय मे। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरी। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि हिमाचलसुतानाथ संस्तुते परमेश्वरी। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि इन्द्राणि पतिसद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी प्रचंड दौर्दंड दैत्यदर्प विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी भक्तजनोदाम दत्तानन्दोदयेऽम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि पत्नीं मनोरमां देहि मनोवृत्तानुसारिणीं तारिणीं दुर्गसंसार सागरस्य कुलोद्भवाम् इदं स्तोत्रं पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पठे नरः स तु सप्तशती संख्या वरमाप्नोति सम्पदाम् इति देव्यार्गला स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। महादेव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ महालक्ष्म्यै नमः। ॐ श्रीदेव्यै नमः। ॐ कमलवासिन्यै नमः। ॐ विष्णुवल्लभायै नमः। ॐ अष्टलक्ष्म्यै नमः। ॐ गृहलक्ष्म्यै नमः। ॐ भोगलक्ष्म्यै नमः। ॐ सन्तानलक्ष्म्यै नमः। ॐ कुबेरलक्ष्म्यै नमः। ॐ गजलक्ष्म्यै नमः। श्रीमहालक्ष्म्यै नमो नमः। ॐ सिद्धिबुद्धिप्रदे देवी भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदायिनी मंत्रमूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। सर्वगे सर्ववरदे सर्वदुष्ट भयंकरी सर्वदुःखहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। आद्यांतरहिते देवी आद्यशक्ति महेश्वरी योगजे योग संभूते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। श्री महालक्ष्म्यै नमः। प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। आज श्री राम जी 14 वर्ष के बाद अयोध्या लौटे। So we are also preparing for the return of Bhagavan Shri Ram after 14 years of exile, as well as the celebration of Lakshmi Puja. Now, my friends, people ask the question, was Diwali first or Shri Ram returning from Vanvas after 14 years? शायद आप लोग जानते हैं, probably you may know, but we'll talk about that during satsang. श्री राम जय जय राम। ताली बजाइए, हम सब गाएंगे ऊंची आवाज से, प्यार से, भावना से। श्री राम जय जय राम गाइए। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। बोल श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम। मंगल भवन मंगल हारी। मंगल भवन मंगल बिहारी द्रवहु सुदशरथ अचर बिहारी द्रवहु सुदशरथ अचर बिहारी श्री राम जय जय राम 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 जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई श्री राम जय जय राम 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 सीताराम चरण रति मोरे सीताराम चरण रति मोरे अनुदिन बढ़हु अनुग्रह तोरे अनुदिन बढ़हु अनुग्रह तोरे श्री राम जय जय राम 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 श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्राय नमः श्री हनुमते नमः ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चंद्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावह तामावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देह्यं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वामृतमध्यां हस्तिनाथप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपह्वये श्रीर्मा देवी जुषतां कंसोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकाराम् आर्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोत बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसा नुदन्तु मायान्तराह्याश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मीः उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृद्धिं दधातु मे क्षुत्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठाम् अलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान्निर्नुद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारां दुरादर्शां नित्यपुष्टाङ्करीषिणीम् ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपक्वये श्रियम् मनसः काममूर्तिं वाचः सत्यमशीमहे पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीश्रयतां यशः कर्दमे नः प्रजा भूता मयि सम्भव कर्दम श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवस मे गृहे निच देवीं मातरगं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करणीं पुष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्रां ह्यक्करिणीं यष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तामहावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्यो स्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहं महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीवर्चस्वमायुष्यमारोग्यमाविधात् पवमानं महीयते धनं धान्यं पशुं बहुपुत्रलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ जातवेदसे स्वनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुन्दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये स्वतरसे नमः। अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गानि विश्वा पूश्च पृथिवी बहुला न उर्वी भवातोकायतनयाय संयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुर्ननाव दुरितातिपरिषे अग्ने अत्र वन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यविता तनूनां पृतनाचितकं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगं हुवेम परमासधस्तात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गानि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषि कमीड्यो अध्वरेषु सनश्च होता नव्यश्च स्वांचा अग्नि तनुवं पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयजो निषिक्तं तवे इन्द्र विष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमविसम्बसानो वैष्णवीन् लोक इहमादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। दिवाली की रात को गणेश पूजा क्यों करते हैं? क्यों लक्ष्मी और गणेश पूजा होती है दिवाली की रात को? Why do we worship Ganesh ji and Lakshmi Ma on the night of Diwali? Why not Vishnu Bhagavan and Lakshmi Devi? बताऊंगा बाद में, ये सोचने की बात। सो दो प्रश्न है ना। पहला प्रश्न, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दीपावली फर्स्ट और रिटर्न ऑफ श्री राम फर्स्ट, पहला प्रश्न। दूसरा प्रश्न है इज व्हाई डू वी डू गणेश जी पूजा एंड लक्ष्मी पूजा ऑन द नाइट ऑफ दीपावली? ये सोचने की बात है ना। करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं, कारण क्या है? वी मस्ट आस्क दीस क्वेश्चंस, यू नो भक्तजनों। जब पंडित जी तैयार है, हम सब स्वागत करेंगे लक्ष्मी माँ को, प्रसाद चढ़ाएंगे, फिर विल डू द रिटर्न ऑफ भगवान श्री राम एंड विल आंसर दीस क्वेश्चंस। ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने वैदेही सहितं सुरद्रुमतले हैमे महामंडपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने संस्थितम् अग्रे वाचयति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। ओमाञ्चनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिगमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननंदनम। जहाँ जहाँ श्री राम की कथा होती है, हनुमान जी हमेशा उपस्थित है। Wherever the glories of Shri Ram are sung, Hanuman ji is the pradhan श्रोता, he is the most important श्रोता। अभी राम जी की कथा होगी, so we invite हनुमान जी। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं भावयामि पवमाननंदनम्। श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं श्री हनुमते नमः। So भक्तजनों, Hanuman ji is always present where the Katha of Shri Ram is sung, and he does not sit and listen like that. Krita mastakaanjalim, ऐसा करते हैं, his hands placed upon his head, and bashpavari paripurna lochanam. Although he was present at the time of Shri Ram's Leela, having listened to the glories of Shri Ram, he is moved to tears of joy. This is the miracle of Ram's Katha. हम सब जानते हैं, we know Shri Ram's Katha, but when we sit in satsang and we go through all these different episodes, because of our bhakti, we are moved to tears. श्री हनुमते नमो नमः। खड़े हो जाइए, माता जी को स्वागत करते हैं। Everyone please stand, we'll welcome माता जी।
लक्ष्मी मैया उतारो तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारो तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया अन धन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले। अन धन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले। दया से तेरी हम सब जीवे, सबको तू संभाले। दया से तेरी हम सब जीवे, सबको तू संभाले। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारो तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया तेरी भक्ति जागे दिल में, निश दिन करटे बंधन। तेरी भक्ति जागे दिल में, निश दिन करटे बंधन। हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारिणी, हर लेना नियारी। हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारिणी, हर लेना नियारी। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारो तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया उतारो तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया
ओम महालक्ष्म्यै नमो नमः। श्रीदेव्यै नमो नमः। Anyone else has prasad offer? जलाइए, यहाँ पे जलाइए। ओम सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी, भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी, मंत्र मूर्ति सदा देवी, महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। श्री महालक्ष्मी नमो नमः। अच्छा, सबसे पहला प्रश्न, Why do we celebrate Diwali and Sri Ramji's return from exile? Which one is the first celebration? प्यारे भक्तजनों, these festivals in Sanatana Dharma, they are not confined to one person or one event in history. Anadi se, from the beginning of time, we believe in this cycle of Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, Kalyug. So, आप लोग जानते हैं समुद्र मंथन की कथा ना? सब जानते हैं? Those who do not know the Katha of the churning of the ocean, raise your hand. Those who do not know. आप नहीं जानते? मंदिर क्यों नहीं जाते? So in Satya Yuga, the Devas and the Asuras joined force and they churned the ocean for milk, ocean of milk for nectar. सबसे पहला हलाहल विष आया, a ferocious poison. So out of the churning of the ocean, 14 ratna nikle. 14 gifts came out from the churning of the ocean. Mahalakshmi Devi is one of those gifts. So this happened in Satya Yuga. मत भूलिए, Satya Yuga. So Satya Yuga से आज तक हम लोग दिवाली मनाते हैं, लक्ष्मी पूजा. And Lakshmi Devi appeared on the churning of the ocean, from the churning of the ocean rather, on Amavasya, Kartik Amavasya. Based on Tithi Vara Nakshatra, Aaj Amavasya hai. If you were to celebrate Diwali tomorrow, Amavasya will finish. So, Lakshmi Puja is done on Amavasya, Kartik Amavasya, since the Satya Yuga. Now, after Satya Yuga, we have Treta. Ramachandra ji returned from 14 years of exile on Kartik Amavasya night in Treta Yuga. So, there are two reasons why we celebrate Diwali on Kartik Amavasya. Lakshmi Puja in Satya Yuga and in Treta Yuga, the return of Bhagwan Shri Ram. शायद आप लोग जानते हैं, for those who do not know, for information's sake. Okay, the next question is, why do we do Ganesh ji ki puja or Lakshmi Ma ki puja Diwali ki raat ko? Why do we do these two puja together? To Ganesh ji and Lakshmi ji. Why not Vishnu Bhagwan and Lakshmi ji? So when Lakshmi ji came from Samudra Manthan, Vishnu Bhagwan accepted her as Dharmapatni, and she became the custodian of Dhan Vaibhav Sampati. She became the custodian of all this wealth and name and fame, material wealth and spiritual wealth. Now, she appointed Kuber ji to be her assistant, to help her to confer wealth upon bhaktas. But Kuber ji bahut कंजूस the. He was very miserly. So he didn't share any wealth. Although bhaktas were praying to Lakshmi Ma with tremendous faith and devotion, Kuber ji gave no wealth to the bhaktas. And हम सब कंजूस लोग को जानते हैं ना, कुछ भी नहीं देते हैं. जब आरती करते हैं, कुछ भी नहीं डालते थाली में, ऐसा करते हैं. जो लोग हिंदू नहीं समझते क्या करूं? Miserly people, they do not share their wealth. Even when they take आरती, they have nothing to. She complained to Vishnu Bhagavan, पूछिए, भगवान क्या करूं? What should I do? Vishnu Bhagavan told him, you must do Aradhana to Ganesh ji, Buddhiman. Among the devas, he is the foremost. He is Buddhi Vidata. Invoke the presence of Ganesh ji. He called, she did puja to Ganesh ji and invoke his presence. Now when Ganesh ji came, Ganesh ji listened to the situation and he took his hands and started sharing the wealth among bhaktas. Was very generous with the wealth. So on the night of Diwali, we worship Lakshmi ji and Ganesh ji together. And our intention is that as we worship Ganesh ji, he will pass his message on to Lakshmi Ma so that she will bless us with some wealth, Aradhan Kama. इसलिए गणेश जी की पूजा और लक्ष्मी जी की पूजा होती है दिवाली की रात को. श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत रामचंद्राय नमो नमः. So we look at one shloka from Srimad Bhagavad Puran. And Lakshmi ji has 8 forms. Ashta Lakshmi sab jante hai. And this is no coincidence, my friends. Book 8, Bhagavad Puran has 12 books. So book 8, chapter 8, verse 8. Art describes the appearance of Lakshmi Ma as they churn the ocean. Tadascha virabhut sakshat Shri Rama Bhagavat Para. As they churned the ocean, all your gifts came out. Then when Lakshmi Devi appeared, the Asuras wanted to take control of her, but then Vishnu Bhagavan, of course, she became his Dharmapatni. And when she appeared like a flash of lightning. The entire globe became lit with light because of her presence. My friends, we worship Lakshmi Ma and we seek 4 human ends. Generally speaking, there can only be 4 human ends. Whether you believe in Bhagavan or you don't believe in Bhagavan, it doesn't matter your faith. What religion you follow, there can only be 4 human ends. First one is Dharma. In Sanatan Dharma, we have, or I shouldn't say Sanatan Dharma, I should say all the religions that came out of India, they follow the pattern from Sanatan Dharma. We have universal values. There's no commandment. It's built-in knowledge already. We know what the dharma kya hai, hum sab jante hai. If we transgress dharma, there will be consequences. So while you seek artha and kama, the 2 other human ends, never transgress dharma. There will always be consequences. If you seek wealth or material pleasure, do it within the fold of dharma. But हम लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं ना, we want artha and kama. It doesn't matter by hook or crook, we'll try to get it. And this is where we indulge in going against dharma, so there'll be consequences. And then the last one is moksha, cessation from all unhappiness. So as we worship Lakshmi Ma tonight, we ask of her, O Ma, may you confer upon all of us some material wealth. We worship, she has many aspects. One is called Dhana Lakshmi, which symbolizes wealth. Not only cash, but real estate, all kinds of wealth. This other one is Jaya Lakshmi, which symbolizes victory in our chosen path. Vara Lakshmi, for a good life partner. For those young men and young women sitting here, sitting in Mandir tonight, you're looking for a good life partner, pray on tonight. Lakshmi Ji will bless you with a good husband or a good wife, so that you can live a dharmic life. Arogya Lakshmi, free from all pain and suffering. Another one is Santana Lakshmi, for good and healthy offsprings. And the ultimate is called Moksha Lakshmi, cessation from all pain and happiness, from all pain and sadness. So we're going to look at the return of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Bharat Ji waited for 14 long years. Sab jante hai. He waited and he counted every day. You know, you yourself, you have your calendar at home. And you have important things to be done on a certain day. And you want to mark those days out. Day number 1, you mark an X. Day number 2, X lagate hai. X lagate, X lagate. Until the important day. So sochiye, Bharat Ji, for 14 years he waited. He waited and he grieved every day for his dear brother Bharat, because as we all know, Bharat Ji blamed himself. He said, my Bhaiya Ram was exiled because of my mother's thinking, my mother's attitude, Kaikeyi. So he blamed himself always. He lived away from Ayodhya, Nandigram, 14 miles away from Ayodhya, because his brother was in exile for 14 years. He also kept himself 14 miles away from Ayodhya and ruled the kingdom. As the time was approaching closely for the return of Sri Ram, Bharat Ji would sit in meditation. Tears would flow from his eyes. Ram, Ram, Ram. He was waiting every moment just to have the darshan of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Tulsidas describes Bharat's pain and suffering. My friends, in order to discover Bhagavan, we have to have this burning desire. In order to have the darshan of Bhagavan, we can't say, I want the darshan today and I don't want darshan tomorrow. Or the interest is not there. The desire is there probably on one hand, but if we do not do that which is necessary to get the darshan, every moment we should live our lives in such a way. Prabhu, aapka darshan karna chahta hu is जीवन में. Bharat Ji agreed. Tulsidas writes in Uttarkand, Doha number 1, Radha Chaupai number 1. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai
Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
रहु एक दिन अवधि अधारा, रहु एक दिन
अवधि अधारा,
समुझत मन दुख भयउ अपारा,
समुझत मन दुख भयउ अपारा।
ओ श्री राम जय जय राम। Avadhiya Dhara, just ek din baki, just one day remained. And Bharatji was anxiously waiting. Samujhata mana dukha bhaya hua para. The thought of the separation, the grief of the separation from Sri Ram consumed his entire life. Every moment of his life he grieved for Bhaya Ram. My friends, when there is love in the heart for Bhagavan, when there is bhakti in the heart, the moment you hear Ram, something clicks inside. You feel that connection. Or the name of your Ishtadevta. This is the power of Nam Japan. That is why we have to train ourselves to constantly chant the name of Bhagavan. Ram se bara Ram ka naam. Tulsidas ji ne likha. Greater than Sri Ram is the name. Why? It's a paradoxical statement. How can the name of Bhagavan be greater than Bhagavan? हम अपने आँखों से भगवान नहीं देख सकते. We can't see Bhagavan with our physical eyes. We need divine eyes to see Bhagavan. But the name will help us to discover Bhagavan. So for us now, the most important thing we have is Ram Nam, the name of Bhagavan. And when it is done with faith and devotion, Bhagavan has to come. Ana parega. Because he himself can't control the love that he has in his heart for his bhaktas. He must come. So Bharatji grieved. Ram kab aayenge? Every day Ram, 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 Ram. Karana kavana natan mohi nahi aayo. What is preventing my Ram from coming? I'm waiting every day. The term of the 14 exile is about to come to an end. Ek hi din baki tha, just one day remain. Jani ko tilki da mohi bisharao. He, as a matter of fact, Bharat was saying, Sri Ram recognized me to be crooked at heart, isliye nahi aate. Because I'm crooked at heart, Bhagavan would not come, blamed himself. But still he chanted the name Ram, 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 Ram. Now Bhagavan, when there is an emergency, Bhagavan will come immediately. You know, you go to the hospital, sometimes you hear code red, code blue. When there's a heart situation, all the doctors must leave what they're doing and run to take care of heart patient. That's an emergency. When we call upon Bhagavan, we feel as if our call is 911. Immediately Bhagavan ana parega. But if our situation is not like that of a heart patient, it's not an emergency, Bhagavan will send someone to help us along the way. When it's a real emergency, khud aayenge, Bhagavan will come himself. In Bharatji's situation, Sri Ram knew that he had to send only one person to reassure Bharat. That's why he's called Ram Dut, Hamare Pyare Hanumanji. Only he can represent Bhagavan Sri Ram in Sri Ram's absence, no one else. So Hanumanji came to break this wonderful news to Bharatji that Ramji aa rahe hai. As Bharat was grieving, Hanumanji came like a boat to rescue him. Ram birah sagar mahu, Ram birah sagar mahu, Bharat magan man ho,
Bharat magan man ho.
Vipra roop dhari pavan sut,
Vipra roop dhari pavan sut,
Aai gayav jan ho, Aai gayav jan ho, Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai, Shaharam. Ram birah sagar mahu. Because of his separation, because he was anxiously waiting for Sri Ram to return, Bharatji was as if he was drowning in a sea of separation. He couldn't control his emotions. Tears of joy were flowing from his eyes. Bharata magana manohod. In such a way, Bharatji was grieving. Vipra rupa dhari pavana sutta. Already Hanumanji came as a Vipra, as a sadhu, to reassure Bharat. Ai gaya janupot. Hanumanji came as if a boat came to rescue Bharat. Think for a moment. Imagine someone is drowning. Or just think for a moment. Imagine you're drowning. You'll hold on to anything just to save you. Anything you'll grab on. Even on a straw you'll grab on to save you. Likewise, Bharatji was sinking in a sea of separation from Sri Ram. Hanumanji came like a boat to save him. You know, when Hanumanji comes, Hanumanji does not speak too much, pyare. He comes and observes the situation. Hanumanji stood from a distance and saw Bharat. He heard from Prabhu Sri Ram. He heard about the love in his heart for Bharatji had for Sri Ram. Now think for a moment. We have Bharatji on one hand and we have Hanumanji on the other hand. These are two remarkable devotees. They can't be compared. Bharatji in a league by himself. He renounced everything just because of his love for Sri Ram. Name, fame, you just name it that you can think about. He had at his disposal. No, but he stood up for what was right. His brother was exiled. His brother was should have been the rightful king of Ayodhya. So he renounced all of that. Today, parents die and leave pieces of jewelry. Brothers are prepared to kill each other for a piece of bangle, a piece of necklace. आप जानते हैं? We have heard of stories. A few dollars, the parents die and left in their bank account. Brothers don't speak to each other. They're prepared to kill each other just for a few dollars. That is why Ramayana, ye to jeene ka shastra. Ramayana teaches us how to live, pyare. There is no greater example than Ramayana. If you want to live a dharmic life, just follow Ramayana. Rama ayan de patu Shri Ram. Bharatji waited. Then Hanumanji came. Hanumanji stood from a distance. Tears of joy was flowing from his eyes. He heard from Prabhu Shri Ram how much love Bharatji had in his heart. Shri Ram Dut Hanumanji ne Bharatji se kaha. Hanumanji came and he spoke to Bharat. Let us see what Tulsidas ji has to say. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Gaiye.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Jasu birah sochahu din rati. Jasu birah sochahu din rati. Ratahu nirantar gun gan pati. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Raghukul tilak sujan sukhdata.
Raghukul Tilak Sujan
Sukhdata. Ayahu kusal dev muni trata. Ayahu kusal dev muni trata. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai
Rama. Jasu birah sochahu din rati. He in whose absence you grieve day and night. You continually grieve for your brother Bhagavan Shri Ram. मैं जानता हूँ भरत जी. Ratahu nirantar guna ganabati. He whose glory you chant day and night, Bharatji. Raghukula Tilak. The glory of the house of the Raghukula Tilak. Sujana Sukadata, the source of bliss for his bhaktas. Ayahu Kusala Deva Munitrata. He is the liberator of the Devas and all the Munis. He has arrived in safety. Arahe hai. Just think for a moment how Bharat may have felt at that time, having received the news. He waited 40 long years, and the news came. Earlier he was blaming himself. A few minutes ago he said, Prabhu Shri Ram nahi aayenge. Main to dusht hu. I'm not a good brother. I'm a wicked person. He will not come. Then Hanumanji a few minutes afterward told him that Ram ji aa rahe hai. Bharat ji probably lost all consciousness. Probably forgot where he was standing, what he was doing. Having received this news, Tulsidas ji described his condition in Yara Chaupai. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Sunat bachan bisare sab dukha.
Sunat bachan bisare
sab dukha. Krishnavant jimi bhai piyusha. Krishnavant jimi bhai piyusha. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai
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 Jai Ram. तुलसीदास जी ने कहा सुनत बचन बिसरे सब दुखा. The moment he heard that Shri Ram ji aa rahe hai, he forgot about his pain and suffering. My friends, there is something magical about the Katha or the name of Bhagavan. In the most difficult situation in life, it doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter how severe your pain and suffering may be. When you're experiencing that dukh, just for a moment, try to separate yourself from that situation. Take Bhagavan's name. I know it's hard. मैं जानता हूँ बहुत मुश्किल, लेकिन कोशिश कीजिए. Try. It doesn't matter what is going on. Just distance yourself for a few moments from what is going on, the pain and suffering. Take Bhagavan's name. Ram, Ram, Ram. Your Ishtadevata. Somehow, Bhagavan will inspire you or will give you the energy to deal with that situation. Because ये जीवन एक महासंग्राम है. This life is a battle, प्यारे. The strange thing about this battle, अकेले नहीं लड़ सकते. कोई भी. No one can fight this battle of life by themselves. We need Bhagavan's help. Look at Dhanurdhar Arjuna, the most famous soldier in his time. He couldn't fight. He needed Bhagavan Krishna as his Sarathi. Compare ourselves to Arjuna, name, fame and knowledge. हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है. So if he took the help of Bhagavan, who are you and I? We must seek the help of Bhagavan in difficulties. You have to. There is not a way out of the situation. The news was Trishnavanta Jimipai Piyusha. It was as if a thirsty person received nectar. A person who was really, really thirsty and somebody give that person nectar. Imagine the feeling of that individual. In a similar way, Tulsidas ji is saying, this is how Bharat ji felt, having received the news that Shri Ram ji aayenge. Bharat ji came and passed the news on to all the citizens of Ayodhya. Ram ji aa rahe hai. So he was in Nandigram. He came immediately, informed Guruji, Vasishta, all the mothers, all the citizens of Ayodhya, Ram ji aa rahe hai. Now, Tulsidas ji described the atmosphere in Ayodhya while we're speaking now in Ayodhya. You know, friends, after 500 years, almost 500 years, this is the first Diwali we're celebrating with Ram Lala Murti and that mandir in Ayodhya. How special is this Diwali for all of us? How unique and special is this Diwali for us? So Tulsidas ji described Saryu Nadi. And I urge you, it's my goal as well to go, but if Bhagavan doesn't call you, आप नहीं जा सकते. आज्ञा के बिना नहीं जा सकते. Our goal is to go and visit Ram Lalla. but Bhagwan must call us before we go. And I urge you, when you go, just sit in Saryu, take some of that water, take some of that mud and rub it upon your body. Sri Ramji disappeared in Saryu Nadi at the end of his avatar. So Bhagavan is present in Saryu Nadi ka jal. He's present in the water of Saryu Nadi. How fortunate bhaktas are to go and take a dip in Saryu Nadi, especially at this time. Tulsidas used his pen to describe the atmosphere in Ayodhya and Saryu Nadi. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram. Bhai Suhavan Trivid Samira. Bhai Suhavan Trivid Samira. Bhai Sarju Ati Nirmal Neera. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram. Bahi Suhavana Trivida Samira. Tulsidas is saying a delightful, cool and fragrant breeze was blowing in Ayodhya before the return of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Bhayi Saryu Ati Nirmala Neera. The water of the Saryu river became crystal clear. Even Saryu ji was anxiously waiting to welcome Bhagavan Shri Ram. आप लोग तैयार हैं भगवान मिलने के लिए? Are you ready to meet Bhagavan Shri Ram? बोलिए रामचंद्र भगवान की. अच्छा, हम ताली बजाइए और मेरे साथ गाइए सबको. आई गई रघुनंदन सजवा दो द्वार द्वार. We decorate our homes. You clean your home for Diwali. You place kalash, you place rows of flowers. You decorate your puja room क्योंकि राम जी आएंगे. एक ताली. आई गए रघुनंदन सजवा दो द्वार द्वार.
आई गए रघुनंदन सजवा दो द्वार द्वार.
स्वर्ण कलश रखवा दो बंधवा दो बंधनवार.
स्वर्ण कलश रखवा दो बंधवा दो बंधनवार.
ओ आई गई रघुनंदन सजवा दो द्वार द्वार.
आई गए रघुनंदन सजवा दो द्वार द्वार.
स्वर्ण कलश रखवा दो बंधवा दो बंधनवार.
स्वर्ण कलश रखवा दो बंधवा दो बंधन.
सजी नगरिया है सारी नाचे गावे नर नारी.
सजी नगरिया है सारी नाचे गावे नर नारी.
खुशियाँ मनावो गाओ रे मंगल चार.
खुशियाँ मनावो गावो रे मंगल चार.
स्वर्ण कलश रखवा दो बंधवा दो बंधनवार.
स्वर्ण कलश रखवा दो बंधवा दो बंधनवार.
मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी. मुझे
प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी.
ये है अवधपुरी. ये है अवधपुरी.
ये है अवधपुरी. ये है
प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी, मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी। बोलिए अयोध्या जी की जय। This is how the people prepared to welcome Bhagwan Shri Ram. Every year Bhaktas prepare this way. Decorated beautiful homes, put strings of flowers, light diyas to welcome Bhagwan Shri Ram. Now इधर श्री राम जी ने अपने मित्रों से कहने लगे, श्री राम describe how sacred Ayodhya is to him. So my friends, I was born in Guyana. शायद आप लोग जानते हैं, those who do not know. Our foreparents left there 100 and something years ago. Our foreparents, most of them came from Ayodhya के पास आए थे. And we've heard so many stories about Ayodhya ji. So many stories we've heard from our Nana ji, Par Nana ji, Dada ji. We've heard so many stories. And for them, Ayodhya was and is the most sacred place. Shri Ram ji sing, मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी. Dearer than my life is Ayodhya. So special is Ayodhya to all of us. Now Shri Ram himself described why Ayodhya is so special to him. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
बिहा भानुकुल कमल दिवाकर कपिन दिखावत नगर मनोहर. श्री राम जय जय रामा. श्री राम जय जय रामा.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
सुनो कपीस अंगद लंकेसा.
सुनो कपीस अंगद लंकेसा.
पावनपुरी रुचिर यह देसा. पावनपुरी रुचिर यह देसा. श्री राम जय जय रामा. श्री राम जय जय रामा.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai
Rama. Shri Ram himself told Angar and all the kapis who were present with him in Pushpaka Viman as they were coming, Suno kapisa Angada Lankesa, Pavanapuri Ruchir Yadesa. This holy city of Ayodhya is very dear to me. I have taken my avatar here. It is very, very dear to me. It is close to my heart. मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी. मुझे प्राणों से
भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी.
ये है अवधपुरी. ये है अवधपुरी. ये है
अवधपुरी. ये है अवधपुरी.
मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी.
मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी.
यद्यपि सब वैकुंठ बखाना वेद पुराण विदित जग जाना. यद्यपि सब वैकुंठ बखाना वेद पुराण विदित जग जाना. अवधपुरी सम प्रिय नहीं को यह प्रसंग जान को. अवधपुरी सम प्रिय नहीं को यह प्रसंग जान को. जामवंत बजरंग बली.
सुनो जामवंत बजरंग बली.
मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी. मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी.
ये है अवधपुरी. ये है अवधपुरी.
ये है अवधपुरी. ये है अवधपुरी.
मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये
अवधपुरी मुझे प्राणों से भी प्यारी है ये अवधपुरी. Though the Vedas and all the scriptures they have described by Kunta, for me this advocate Sri Ram, Ayodhya is close to my heart. Avadhapuri Samapriya Naiko. It is one of the most sacred places for me, O Jamavant, O Hanumanji. It is close to my heart. Yaha Prasanga Janaiko. All of you devotees know this, how dear Ayodhya is to me. Now while all of this was going on and they were singing and dancing, suddenly the ladies and boys started climbing up on the buildings. They saw from a distance a light was coming with his Viman, Pushpaka Viman, this aerial car, where Sri Ram, Janaki Maya, Lakshmanji, Hanuman, and all the other friends of Bhagavan Sri Ram, the friends who he made in Banvas, they were all coming to Ayodhya to see the beauty of Ayodhya. Tulsidas writes in this Doha, आवत देखी लोग सब, आवत देखी लोग सब, कृपा सिंधु भगवान, कृपा सिंधु भगवान, नगर निकट प्रभु प्रेरे, नगर निकट प्रभु प्रेरे, उतरे ओ भूमि विमान, उतरे ओ भूमि विमान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. आवत देखी लोक सब. Everyone saw this aerial car was coming. Kripa Sindhu Bhagavan. Present in that aerial car was the ocean of grace, Prabhu Shri Ram. Nagar Nikata Prabhu Prereu, Bhagavan Shri Ram indicated to Pushpaka Viman. It was, Pushpaka Viman was Ravan's aerial car. Having destroyed Ravan, it became Bhagavan's aerial car to return to Ayodhya. Uttareu Bhumi Viman, Bhagavan signaled to the aerial car and it came to the ground to Ayodhya. Bolye Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. When the aerial car came down to the ground, Bhagavan exited. And I just want to share this one important job by you, how Bhagavan meets his bhaktas. Last Purnima was Sharad Purnima, and those who were here, we read a few shlokas from Bhagavad Puran. And those shlokas tell us when Bhagavan Krishna was performing the Rasa Leela, he appeared as many Krishnas, and he was standing next to each gopi, and they were doing the Rasa Leela. They were dancing. And while they were dancing, Abhiman, pride came into the mind of the gopis. They felt that they were so important that Krishna loves us, he doesn't love anyone else. And Bhagavan Antardhan ho gaye, he disappeared. Now, when Sri Ram returned to Ayodhya after 14 years, Bhagavan transformed himself into many Ramachandra because lakho log khade the. Thousands of people were there eagerly just to look at Bhagavan. Everyone wanted to hug him, to be next to him, to greet him. How would he greet? How one individual, one physical body can greet thousands of people at the same time? Bhagavan transformed himself. Tulsidas writes, Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
O Amit Rupa Pragate Tehi Kala, Amit Rupa Pragate Tehi Kala, Jatha Jog Mile Sabhi Kripala. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
O Kripa Drishti Raghubir Biloki, Kripa Drishti Raghubir Biloki, Kiye सकल नर नारी बिसेकी। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम। Amit Rupa Pragadet Hi Kala. At that moment, when he came out of the aerial car and he saw thousands of people there, Bhagavan transformed himself into a Rama and he greeted each person that was there. Easily, we call him for that reason Patita Pavan, the uplift of the downtrodden. We sometimes judge people. This is a good person, this is not a good person. This person belongs to my religion, belongs to my culture, belongs to my race. I'm going to treat him with love and respect. One who does not look like me, does not worship like me, look different from me, I'll treat such a person differently. No, that is not the way Sri Ram greeted everyone. Look, he went and people who are considered outcasts, people who the average person would not even speak to, Bhagavan hugged. He greeted them, sat with them, ate with them, allowed them to feed him, because he's called Patita Pavan. He's the uplift of the downtrodden. So, Shri Ramji hamare ishte hai na. We love Shri Ramji. He's close to our hearts. At least, let us follow some of the things that he taught us in Ramcharitamanas. Try your best to be nice to everyone. It's hard. You don't have to pay any, you don't have to do anything special. Just say a nice word to someone. Just reach out to someone. The person has problems, especially financial problems. You can't help, that's okay, koi baat nahi. But just listen to the person's problem. Shri Ram ji deta. Hum log Ram ko poochte hain. If you're worshiping Bhagwan Shri Ram and we can't follow the precepts of Shri Ram, Ram ji hamare ishte kyun hai? Why is he our chosen form of Bhagavan? He taught us how to live, how to treat people, how to reach out to everyone. Our Ramji assumed countless forms and greeted every bhakta that was there. For him, everyone is special. For him, everyone has a place in his lotus-like heart. Kripa drishti raghubir bilokhi. He looked at everyone with his compassionate eyes. Kripa drishti. And my friends, when you look, even if you look at the murti of Bhagavan, there's something magical about the eyes of Bhagavan. देखिए ना, पास जाकर देखो. Something about the eyes magical of Bhagavan. ये तो मूर्ति है. Imagine the kripa drishti of Bhagavan when we'll see Bhagavan in a physical form. How compassionate and pleasing his eyes will be. When we speak to someone, especially when you care for someone, there's something magical about the eyes. Isn't that true? When you speak to someone, you don't look at them, you look at them in the eyes and you speak. Something magical about the eyes. If the person interests you, you look at the person and speak. If the person does not interest you, you'll speak to them or you'll turn away. But Hamare Ramji, our Shri Ram, when he greeted everyone, he looked at everyone in the eye. Kripa drishti se dekhte the. He looked at them with compassionate eyes and he greeted everyone. This is what we seek from Prabhu Shri Ram. Ki sakala nara nari vishesi. Tulsidas is saying he made every person, man, woman, and child, supremely happy. This is how he greeted everyone. So after the welcoming ceremony, Sri Ram greeted everyone. Now, I'll ask you a question. Shayad aap log jante hain. You may know. After the welcoming ceremony and everyone went to their homes, and Sri Ram came in, he didn't go to his palace as yet. Who was the first person Sri Ram greeted after 14 years of exile? Sochiye. After 14 long years in exile, he came and greeted everyone. After all the ceremonies and everyone went away, he went and he greeted one person. The very person who he greeted was Tulsidas ji ne likha. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram.
प्रथमता सुगृह गयौ भवानी, प्रथमता सुगृह गयौ भवानी। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम।
ताहि प्रबोधि बहुत सुख दीन्हा, ताहि प्रबोधि बहुत सुख दीन्हा। पुनि निज भवन गयौ हरि कीन्हा। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम।
बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम
जय जय राम। सोचिए, in your life, we meet all kinds of people. Some people are very friendly and nice. Some people are there to treat us not so nice. Think of the individual before we look at the meaning. Sochiye. Think of the person that caused the most trouble in your life. The person who is the source of the major grief and suffering in your life. How do you treat such a person after many years? This person was the source of a lot of pain and suffering in your life, a lot of confusion, a lot of sleepless nights. After many years, you see this person. How will you treat such a person? Will you speak to such a person? Will you look at such a person? Some of us will not even want to look at such a person. We'll look the other way. You're the source of all my pain and suffering. Why should I look at you? But nahi, Sri Ramji taught us something totally different. Prabhu jani kai lajani. Bhagwan knew that she was ashamed. After the welcoming ceremony and after all the celebration, he knew, Antaryami, he knew that she had a lot of guilt in her heart. And Bhagwan, she is saying, Prabhu tasu griha gaye bhavani. As Bhagwan, she was relating this katha to Parvati Devi, Bhagwan Sri Ram went first to Kaikeyi's apartment. This is how Sri Ram teaches us, my friends. So it doesn't matter. People will do good things, people will say bad things. It's how we react to those situations when people speak to us or people hurt us. Let us learn from Sri Ram. It's hard. It's difficult, my friends, I know. And if I were to ask you personally, who was the source of your greatest pain and suffering? Probably some of you will say your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, or some relative. Generally speaking, strangers do not cause too much problems to us. The ones who were dear and near to us, they become the greatest source of pain and suffering to us. Isn't that true? Quite often it happens like that. जाने से पहले प्रसाद लीजिए, पंडित जी उधर है, पंडित जी आपको प्रसाद देंगे, प्रसाद लीजिए. Prabhu Shri Ram went first and greeted Kaikeyi. Tahi prabodhi bahut sukh deenha. And Bhagwan tried his best to comfort her in every way. Remember, Kaikeyi Ma was just acting a role, just as an instrument for Bhagwan to be exiled. He never blamed Kaikeyi Ma. He asked Kaikeyi Ma to become the person who will exile him for 14 years. So he tried his best to make her happy in many ways. Puni neja bhavan gayo harikina. Having greeted Kaikeyi Ma, having reassured her, Ma, bahut bahut dhanyavad. Thank you for playing this role so that I was exiled for 14 years. He thanked her, then he went to his home. So again, try your best, especially those people who are the source of pain to us in this life. Try to be nice to them, to reach out to them, because we learn from Bhagavan Sri Ram. Sri Ram came to Ayodhya, and today all of us would like to see Sri Ram with our physical eyes. राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है,
राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है,
चाहता है, जी चाहता है,
जी चाहता है, जी चाहता है,
राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है,
राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है,
राम को खिलाने को जी चाहता है,
राम को खिलाने को जी चाहता है,
जी चाहता है राम, जी चाहता है,
जी चाहता है राम, जी चाहता है,
राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है, राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है, राम को निहारने को जी चाहता है। बोलिए रामचंद्र भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। राम को निहारना, वी लाइक टू गेज एट श्री राम. राम को खिलाना, we want to offer him prasad. Having returned from exile for 14 years, we want to offer prasad, our love to Bhagwan Shri Ram. Anyone else? Just give me the prasad. जो लोग अभी प्रसाद लेकर आए, आइए पंडित जी प्रसाद चढ़ा दो. पंडित जी, जानकी जी, प्लीज सिंग भजन फॉर अस. इसके बाद आरती होगी और सभी के लिए प्रीति भोज है, कहीं मत जाइए. We'll do आरती short, and then there's priti bhoj for everyone. Please do not leave us yet.
चली है ज्योत जगमग अवध नगर में, चली है ज्योत जगमग अवधपुरी में, चली है ज्योत जगमग अवध नगर में, 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 चली है ज्योत जगमग अवध नगर में, चली है ज्योत जगमग अवध नगर में। कनक भवन मणि दीप कमाला, कनक भवन मणि दीप कमाला, आज पधारे हैं कौशल्या लाला, आज पढ़ावे हैं कौशल्या लाला, उरे है चौक जगमती डगर डगर में, उरे है चौक गजमती डगर डगर में, चली है ज्योत जगमग अवध नगर में। पथ में सुभाषित कुसुमित कलिया, पथ में सुभाषित कुसुमित कलिया, कदली कलश है गलिया गलिया, कदली कलश है गलिया गलिया, भरे है नृग बिंदु नगर नगर में, भरे है नृग बिंदु नगर नगर में, चली है ज्योत जगमग अवध नगर में। आज मनावत गौरी दिवाली, नगर में चली है ज्योत जगमग, अवध नगर में, अवध नगर में, अवध नगर में, अवध नगर में, अवध नगर में चली है ज्योत जगमग, 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 अवध नगर में।
हे अनधन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, हे अनधन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, हे अनधन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मंदिर तिहारा चम चम करे, मंदिर तिहारा चम चम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति जले, मंदिर तिहारा चम चम करे, लाखों दियों की ज्योति जले, भक्तों का माँ भंडार भरे, हाथों की डंकी बरका करे, भक्तों का माँ भंडार भरे, हाथों की डंकी बरका करे, तेरे हम पे भी जो मेहरबानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी, हे अनधन की महारानी हो जय लक्ष्मी रानी। हम मांगते ना सोना कहा, हम मांगते ना चांदी कहा, हम मांगते ना सोना कहा, हम मांगते ना चांदी कहा, हम तो कपट इतना मांगते, भूखा न कोई सोई रहा, हम तो कपट इतना मांगते, भूखा न कोई सोई रहा, सबकी रखना निगरानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, हे अनधन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी। मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसके सारे दुख रे हरे, मन से जो माँ की पूजा करे, माँ उसके सारे दुख रे हरे, गिरती हुआ की किस्मत को माँ चढ़ती करे और बढ़ती करे, हुए देवी ना तुझसे प्राणी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, हे अनधन की महारानी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, तुझे घर घर पूजे प्राणी ओ जय लक्ष्मी रानी, हे अनधन की महारानी ओ जय
लक्ष्मी माता की जय. Just a few announcements. इसके बाद आरती होगी. Do not forget Saturday coming. We have our magical evening celebrating Diwali at the Audley Recreation Center. Do we have more tickets remaining? Yeah, you know, there's so many shows going on on Saturday coming. Traditionally, usually the moment we book these the show within a month's time, all the tickets are sold. But for this year, there are so many shows going on. And at the last month, many people are calling. So we have just a few tickets remaining, 5 or so. Good. And again, the purpose of this fund, look on the wall, there's a beautiful sign there, self-explanatory. We need to raise some funds to build a beautiful mandir for Hanumanji. It will happen. मेरे मन में संदेह नहीं है. There's no doubt it will happen. हम सब मिलकर बनाते हैं. निमित्त कारण. We are only instruments in the hand of Bhagavan. And like how every other mandir or place of worship was built, it was built by sacrifice and contribution and support from the community. So that's the goal, is to, because हम लोग धीरे धीरे जा रहे हैं. We are all going. We all will have to leave this world one day. जल्दी जल्दी जाते हैं. क्या लेकर आते हैं, क्या क्या लेकर जाते हैं, सब जानते हैं. We came like that and we going like that. So we want to leave a legacy for children when we're gone, for the generation, the young generation, a place of worship when we're gone. That's the goal. So the program starts from 6 to 9 p.m. and you know, those who receive email, you'll be volunteering. All volunteers, please dress at 4 o'clock and be there for 6. When you're volunteering, you have to be on time. Don't show up at 7:30 when you have to volunteer. Please, jaldi jaldi aa jaiye. So all the volunteers, please come on time so that everything will go very smoothly. And again, it's a 3-hour show, cultural show. Children will be performing the return of Bhagavan Sri Ram from exile. We have some very talented singers. And when I say talented singer, they will sing traditional old movie songs. Not the one that you hear now, right? That out of confusion, we want that you hear now. Traditional old movie will take us back in time. Let me turn off this microphone. Jai Shri Ram. It has a special place, a special kind of singing. And we have to show respect. And when those kinds of things are singing, 99% of the words are wrong. What they are saying, kuch bhi nahi jante. But sing for other reason. So we'll come and celebrate Diwali in a dharmic way. There will be a scrumptious dinner, of course. Has to be 150% veggie. And this way we celebrate Diwali and propagate our culture and try to raise some funds. So hopefully you and your family can join us. As I said, a few tickets remaining. Tulsi Vivah is on the 12th of November from 6:30 p.m. There will be puja. Kartik Purnima is on the 15th of November. That is Friday. We'll do Durga Ma Puja, Kartik Purnima, and we'll do Ganga Arati as well on the 15th. Our monthly Sundarkan, every month we gather and chant the whole Sundarkan that deals with the glory of Sri Hanumanji. Our next Sundarkan will be on the 16th of November. Aur kuch Pandit ji? Those are all the announcements. So Bhakta Jano, today's Priti Bhoj, beautiful garland, is sponsored by Shakuntala Devi, Shakuntala Kimaraj, all the way from Brampton. Probably she's running late. She would be here. So please join me to pray. We pray to Bhagavan. Bless her and her family. There's Priti Bhoj for all of us. As I said, they sponsor the beautiful garland, Priti Bhoj, for all of us tonight. Om Mahadevyai cha vidmahe Vishnu patnyai cha dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So a very happy Diwali to you and your family. May Lakshmi Ma bless you, fulfill your desires, bless you with health, wealth and happiness. Remember, when you're blessed with wealth, you have to share it. Whatever little you have, just share with the less fortunate. Share so that we're not being stingy, because it's only lent us for a few days. Aarti karenge. So please stand, everyone. We'll do Aarti. Panditji, Aarti kaiye. Shri Sita, Sister Pat, please pass the Aarti, please. The thalis, yeah. श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत रामचंद्राय नमः। आरती अवध बिहारी की, दयामय जनक दुलारी की। आरती अवध बिहारी
की, दयामय जनक दुलारी की।
सिंहासन सोहे युगल सरकार, परस्पर हंसी है रत हर बार।
सिंहासन सोहे युगल सरकार, परस्पर हंसी है हर हर बार।
परस्पर हंसी है रत हर बार। मधुर कछु बोल लेत मन मोल, ललित छवि प्रीतम प्यारी की। दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती अवध बिहारी की, दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आलोकत पाय अंजनी लाल, निरख पद पंकज होत निहाल।
आलोकत पाय अंजनी लाल, निरख पद पंकज होत निहाल।
कहत रघुराय धन्य सेवकाय, पवन सुत गिरिवर धारी की। दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती अवध बिहारी की, दया में जनक दुलारी की।
भरत जूठाड़े भाव विभोर, लखन रिपु दमन लाल कर जोर।
भरत झूठावे पाव विभोर,
लखन रिपु दमन लाल कर जोर। लखे मुख चंद लेत आनंद, धन्य शोभा धनुधारी की। दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती अवध बिहारी की, दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती जो कोई जन गावे, प्रभु पद प्रेम अवश्य पावे।
आरती जो कोई
जन गावे, प्रभु पद प्रेम अवश्य पावे। शरण राजेश दवे अवधेश, बोलिए जय भैहारी की। दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती अवध बिहारी की, दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती अवध बिहारी की, दया में जनक दुलारी की।
आरती अवध बिहारी की, दया में जनक दुलारी की।
दया में जनक दुलारी की। दया में जनक दुलारी की। जय लक्ष्मी माता,
मैया जय लक्ष्मी माता।
तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत, मैया को निश दिन
ध्यावत,
हर विष्णु विधाता। ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता। उमा रमा ब्रह्माणी, तुम ही जग माता।
ओ मैया तुम ही जग माता।
सूर्य चंद्रमा ध्यावत,
सूर्य चंद्रमा ध्यावत,
नारद ऋषि गाता।
ओ मैया
जय लक्ष्मी माता। ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता। ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता। कृपा करके के हाथ जोड़िए. Kindly clasp your hands everyone. अंतिम प्रार्थना. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ द्यौः शान्तिः अन्तरिक्षगं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्ति आप शान्ति वनचदय शान्ति वनस्पतय शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वगं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. बोलिए लक्ष्मी माता की, रामचंद्र भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, राधा कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान, जगदम्बे मैया की. हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर. बोलिए सनातन धर्म की जय. सबको